Jimmy split, Jimmy, oh Jimmy split, when I coming back, Jimmy split, Jimmy, oh Jimmy split, when I coming back. Jimmy spit, Jimmy, oh, when they lie, you coming back. Jimmy spit, Jimmy, oh, I'm hope you're coming back. Jimmy split, Jimmy, oh Jimmy split, when I coming back, Jimmy split, Jimmy, oh Jimmy split, when I coming back. Jimmy spit, Jimmy, oh, when they lie, you coming back. Jimmy spit, Jimmy, oh, I'm hope you're coming back.
Yeah, man, the east side I represent for Jimmy Spliff TV. London is blue.
Jimmy Spliff.
Oh, song. Jimmy Split TV, revving up the scene from Jersey to the bridge, living up the dream. Big blues in the mix, yeah, we repping in the club. No estrogen vibes, love, passion and love from Daddy Ron and shout to that clear leg gang. Yeah, W6 hit up and go bang every match they spray. We all on the grind, got that Chelsea fire running through our mind, chasing trophies. You know we don't stop through thick and through. Boys right to the top in the stand, anthem loud united. We stand big up to the players, give it all they can from the pitch to the street. And survive, we will supporting our team. Nothing's giving us some more. So here's to the blues, the ones who's on the get. Jimmy Split TV, this real, never quit.
Yo, shout out to Jimmy Split TV. From Jersey streets to the bridge, you see. Chelsea's the team, never do we freeze. And SW6 living wild and free. American dreams with a London flow. No estrogen vibes, just that grit and flow. Passion for the blues, we ride the tide from the stand to the screen. Chelsea pride, ain't no stopping when the whistle blows. Chasing glory wherever it goes. With a South London accent, we let them know. Jimmy Splitt's the name, set the vibe, let's roll.
One of our own, that's the chant we shout. No space for doubts, Chelsea's what it's all about. And we're here to stay, in the stands we roll tight. Fuck Pochettino, it's our season to ignite.
Put him back. 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 Yo, smash that fucking like button and smash the subscribe button as you bring your fucking ass in here. Put him back, put him back, put him back. As you come in, wash your hands, wipe your feet off, take off your shoes, and praise to the almighty Maresca. All hail. Big up Irish Chels, who says, nobody wants to hear it, but we don't lose like this with Maresca. Don't think we ever did. The dickhead owner saw us and started to dominate the game and use the suspect fuckers. No, he's not Parmesan Pep. He graduated. He was Macaroni Maresque. You know what I'm saying? They tried to relegate his shit back down, but he stands tall. He stands tall. Pick up everybody in the spot, man. Pick up everybody in the spot. It's been a while. We ain't run a hibachi. We ain't run a down with the king. We ain't run nothing. Lately, we've been crap. Most of y'all are there for my watch along, so y'all already know how I feel about this team. It's been crap. I told niggas, do not fire the manager because it not only can, but will get worse. Of course, you had all these other niggas trying to tell me this and that. I told niggas, you don't have to like this manager. That's cool. I'm not going to force you to like this manager, but you should recognize that what the manager has done, recognize how he's improved us, and recognize what he's doing is what he's working with what he's working with. You know what I mean? Big up Sam. Don't worry, you in for a treat today. You in for a treat. Yeah, hey, Jafar, all work. I haven't been doing nothing but work. Work, no phone. Niggas call me. I be like, yo, I'm at work. I can't, you know what I mean? I'm at work. I'm at work. I'm at, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say this. I told niggas we shouldn't fire this guy. We fired him. Cool. Fans don't have no control of that. But fans do have control over their feelings on a manager. And you niggas turned your back on the manager way too quick. You niggas turned your back on the manager who got you top 4, won you 2 trophies. You niggas got so giddy that y'all thought the manager was holding us back. After y'all saw a transfer window where we brought in Delap, Garnacho, and Gittins to this attack, no defenders to this attack, midfield's fine. Same goalkeepers. Y'all thought this team was going to be much better. I said we would be a top 14. Yeah? I said we would be a top 14. But guess what? We got injuries. We got injuries. And injuries piled up. They piled up. So now what happened? So now all this depth that we supposedly had has to show its ugly face. And then y'all realize it wasn't good depth. Remember when I was in here crashing out on Booty Meaty? Remember that? Buena Note? Remember I told you those was bad signings? Remember I told y'all Garnacho would be a bad signing? Remember I said this. I said it. Garnacho, terrible signing. Well, I can't take credit for that. But I told y'all Booty Meaty, bad signing. I told niggas exactly. Don't fire the manager mid-season. Don't fire the manager mid-season. He has his pulse on this team. The reason we're on this downslide is because the team is not good enough. But this manager knows these players. Give him his little time. He'll work out the tweaks. Give him a center back. Tell him you're going to get him a center back. Nope. What y'all do? Start putting out briefs. Kicking his back in. Kicking his back in. Kicking his back in the media. Because you think the manager didn't know these reports and shit coming out is not coming from up top to make him look bad? That's what it was. That's what it was. They wanted him to look bad. And as you can see, what did it lead to? Oh, we have a mutual agreement to part ways. I bet you do. I bet you do. I bet you do. Because y'all had y'all master plan all along. We got Liam Rossignol. Yeah. We got his, we got his backup right over here. Yeah, Don, listen, remember, this is the hibachi session, people. You know when it's hibachi season, there's no hold barred. I don't have friends when I got my fucking apron on. When I got on my big chef's hat, when the fucking grill is on, I don't have friends. Yeah, no friends. Yeah, no friends. No friends. We cook. We just cook. We just cook. We just cook. What I say we do, we cook. So you know what I want to do? Let's watch some post-game reactions. Let's watch some reactions of some of these people who celebrated when the manager left in the sense of they was with the manager. And then when they fired the manager, they started blaming the manager for everything. Manager was holding back Palmer. The manager was holding back Santos. The manager could have did this. And then the red cards is because of the manager, because, you know, he... And this is what I told them. Remember when I said this and they laughed at me? I said, are y'all not preying it and might not be thinking Maresca is doing a hell of a job with some garbage? Remember that? I said, maybe Maresca's doing a good job with some garbage. So we're going to run these YouTube streets, right? And we're going to go and look at some post-game reactions from some of the frauds. Yeah? I saw something. I saw a video on my timeline. I saw a face on my timeline. Hold up. Let's get Don up. Fuck that. Let's get Don up. Because Don told me, oh, Jimmy, this fucking manager's doing better. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. You just don't see it. You blind. You this. This manager got us set up better. Got us this, and that. So let's see what Mr. Don CFC had to say. Let's see. Let's see what Don had to say. Y'all smell gas? Y'all smell gas? We cooking.
Yes, people, make sure that you're checking out Jersey FC Soccer Shop for all your football tops, people. They've got all the classic tops, all the retro tops, all the Chelsea tops. And if you're not a Chelsea fan, you're up on here, trying to see what I've got to say, people, make sure that you're checking them out. Don CFC at checkout for 20% off, people. Jersey FC Soccer Shop, make sure that you're checking them out. Love. People. Where do we start, man? Where do we start? I'm going straight into this because I came into the studio. I was confident leading up to this game. I said this game's going to be won or lost in that midfield and the attack. It's all about who's going to take their chances, who's going to be more clinical. I thought our midfield today would dominate these guys, to be honest, without Ruiz and these sort of guys. They had Emery in there and that. I thought the likes of Caicedo, Reece, Enzo, Palmer would win that midfield battle. But first to PSG, man. First to PSG. These guys had a rocket up their arse today, bruv. Because their press from minute goal was immense. And our team really, really struggled to deal with that press.
Pause. This is my rule number 1. I got to get on you English niggas. Look, bro. Look, hold up. Time out. Pause. Wait, I'll be right back. This is what I got to get on you English niggas about. Yo, why do you English niggas wear your team's kit, your team jersey, with a fucking basketball hat? With a fucking basketball hat.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Why the fuck do you Englishmen wear football kits with a basketball hat? I see it all the time. Yo. What the fuck? They make football hats, bro. Buy a fucking football hat, bro. Do you know how many Chelsea hats there is? What the fuck, bro? Get a fucking... Yo, bro. Yo. You know what? That's neither here nor there. Back to you, Don. See what you're talking about.
Press. Really, really struggled to deal with that press. And yes, the result was 5-2 today from them. Brilliant. They scored goals. But their main thing was that they were very, very clinical. Because they didn't even have an XG of 1. I'm going to talk about some of these goals that we conceded today. Because this was a game that was a straight shootout. Because we had chances ourselves too. We had a goal disallowed. We scored 2 goals. We were getting ourselves in good positions. But ultimately, you're up against some world-class elite attackers like Kvaratskhelia, like Dembele, Vitinha, world-class midfielder. Bacola is not world-class, but today, he was clinical for that goal that he had, bro. First shot on goal.
Kvaratskhelia is not world-class. Kvaratskhelia is a good player. He's not world class. Kvaratskhelia is not world class. Like, good player. He's not world class, bro. He's not even having that great of a season this year. It's not world class. Maybe it could be argued. Maybe it could be. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But I don't know. You know what Maresca did, though? Do anybody remember what Maresca did to Kvaratskhelia? Anybody remember? Do anybody remember how many goals they scored against us? Anybody? 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 Anybody remember how many goals PSG scored against us? We've lost to Arsenal 3 fucking times in a row. We got knocked out of a semi. Big up Chronic. No, he said Barcola's not world class. Yeah. He said it. Let's continue.
Now, going into the game, you know, we all kind of predicted this lineup. Gusto right back, Reece in the midfield, Chalobah and Fofana partnership, Cucurella back in the lineup. You know what I'm saying? Palmer on the right, Neto on the left, and Enzo in the midfield with Reece and Caicedo, right? With Joao Pedro up top, of course, you know? And, you know, I'm looking at just how they were pressing us from the beginning. I'm like, yo, these guys are onto us, you know? These guys are really, really feeling themselves right now. Barcola was looking sharp on that side from early. And like I said, top finish from this guy. Top finish from him, yeah? But we did really well to come back into the game the way that we did. Enzo Fernandez in these sort of games on a pitch like this, you know, you want him to be pinging the ball. You want him to be using that space. And that was an excellent pick out there for Gusto, to find Gusto in the space. And Gusto is the last guy that you want to be getting the ball in a position like that, because usually when I'm at games, I've got to dive and hide because the ball's going to hit me, bro. Yeah? But this time round, he manages to get on target. Keeper should do better, but there's times where you buy your luck. But there were so many little opportunities in the game in the first half, especially where, yes, Enzo scored his goal in the second half, right? But, you know, trying to do R1 circle when there's no need. There was a cross that went into Joao Pedro. He couldn't really get much power on it. I think it was Cucurella that crossed it in. A couple times where Neto's getting in the final third, the final bit of decision's not great. I don't think Palmer today had a great game offensively. Yeah, every time he was getting on the ball, they were onto him today. That's what I'm saying. PSG, I've got to give them. I've just got to say fairs, because today the game plan was clear. Don't let these guys play their game, and that is exactly what they did to our players. They didn't really rattle our players. They just didn't really allow us to play, right? And I was even looking at it thinking, yo, when it was half time, I'm thinking,
Cap, stop the cap, stop the cap. Stop the cap. He said they didn't allow us to play. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Did they press good? Yeah, they pressed good. But did they allow us to play? I'm sorry. Hands up if you just type anything in the chat if you've seen us get chances in the first half. Type something in the chat if you would have been surprised if Chelsea had 3 goals in the first half. Type something if you know if we did not have a chance to have 3 fucking goals in the first half. 3 fucking goals. 3 fucking goals we should have had. Nobody would have been so. We should have had 3. We should have had 3. So this idea that they were all over us, yeah. Their press was good, but we were still getting around it. We were still beating it and getting chances. Cole Palmer was shitting the bed. Even though Enzo did make a good pass to get the goal, he was terrible. His shots was terrible outside the box. And then that one time when we did the fucking break it down, Cole Palmer gives Enzo the ball right in the box. He stumbles over the ball. That's what the same setup by this manager. It probably should have been like 3-1 going into the halftime. Should have been 3-1. It's another game like when Maresca was here. The manager coaches the team to be in the lead, playing the style he set up. These dudes got this idea that you have to be controlling the midfield to win the game. PSG wasn't controlling the midfield. PSG was not controlling the midfield. Vitinha wasn't controlling the midfield, pinging it everywhere and all of that. His game was wide open. Wide open. Up, down, up, down. And I personally think Liam Rossinha wanted that type of game. Why? Because he know we cannot fucking defend.
Brilliant! Brilliant!
These motherfucking dudes that make content on YouTube, every week they complain about the same shit. And then they want the manager to come back the next week and rely on these defensive guys again. How many times is Rossinha supposed to rely on the defense? He knows he can't. He knows he's up against a PSG. These motherfuckers are going to score. No matter what, they're going to score. So I'm going to put out a tactic to where we're on their ass too. Pause. Because guess what? They ain't all that great defensively. If you're getting at them, they can't be getting at you. And what was happening in the first half? We was fucking getting at them. The way Don talking right now, you would have never thought Chelsea had no point when we had the upper hand. And we did. And we'll talk about that. But let's finish. I want to hear what else he's talking about.
Can you listen? Reece in this game, I thought Reece would be the one to get the ball, ping it, find those spaces in behind. But where they were pressing us so high, we needed Alavia to come on, bro. We needed Lavia to come on, Reece to go back at right back. Because we saw early in the game, Reece put in a very, very good cross. Joao Pedro.
We needed Lavia to come on, Reece to go to right back. You know what I'm tired of with this fan base? Watch the game, watch what doesn't work, and then say we should have did the opposite. What does Lavia and all that have to do with the first half lineup that Maresca put out? Was a good enough lineup to have us with 3 goals in the back of the net, bro. That first half lineup he put out was good enough to have 3 goals in the back of the net. 3. He's crying for Lavia. Lavia just came back. They already said they're going to be extra careful with him. But screw all of that. People, were we getting dominated in the midfield? Let me know. Type midfield for me. Type a M. If we were getting dominated in the midfield, type a M. Because maybe I missed something. Because when I saw was them countering. When they got the ball and they held the ball long, they did nothing with it. They couldn't do anything with it. Except when they did what? Cross the ball in the box. Why? Because Chelsea center backs are crap. Nobody attacks the ball. The ball goes in the back. What's the midfielder name play for that? He won a header to get the ball to Barcola. How? Where's our center backs? Why is nobody attacking the ball? Then Barcola gets it, takes a touch, shoots it. Fofana puts his arms up, but then he turns sideways. Why? Why you turn sideways? That's making yourself skinny. If the player's kicking the ball at net and I'm that close, why am I going to rush and then turn sideways? I'm going to put my arms like this and tuck my face and get wide and pray it doesn't hit me in the face. Man, you sound out your mind about we capitulated every time they attacked. No, the fuck we didn't. No, the fuck we didn't. They scored 3 goals in the last 20 minutes. They scored 3 goals in the last 20 minutes. Exactly, Catch. He didn't want to fuck up his hairline. He turned side. He went. Bro, you get broad. You put them arms across your chest, tuck your face. Tuck your face. And pray that shit don't hit you in the face. A nigga turn sideways.
Joe got his foot onto it, and then Pedro Neto was at the back post as well, right? They're the sort of positions that you want to be seeing Reece in, just whipping in the ball, yeah? So for this particular game, I didn't mind him starting because of how I thought the game would go, but you got to read the game in-game and say, yo, this is a game where we need a guy like a Lavia on the ball to be beating that press. Because as soon as Lavia came on, this guy played the ball in between the lines straight away. We nearly created an opportunity from that chance as well, right? He was just looking a little bit sharper when he was getting on the ball. Whereas we know what it's like with Reece and Caicedo in there. Reece is very much get it. He's not as press resistant as a Lavia.
Once again, I'm going to tell you again, what this fan base do. They look at what the game, how the game goes, and then they go and pick like there was nothing wrong with the midfield. You do not always have to go through the midfield to win a game.
He's more for trying to progress the ball in the air. Those passes are going to be in the air. That's what I was hoping Reece could do today, but the pressing didn't allow it. You know what I mean? It did not allow it. But Dembele for the second goal that they scored, again, it goes back to what I'm saying about how we weren't clinical today, right? That came from an opportunity that we had. Palmer has a shot on goal, kicks it straight at the goalkeeper, goes all the way to Dembele. And I know people are going to cook Fofana in the comments. Let me say, Fofana should do better than that. It's a 2v2 there. Cuckoo did the right thing, marking whoever it was on the right. And that was 1v1 against Dembele. Dembele is left-footed and right-footed. You don't know what way he's going to go.
Oh, this nigga making excuses. Oh, this nigga making
excuses. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut 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 up. I don't give a fuck.
Yo, you don't know where he's going to go. You're going to go do 2 feet in the air. What? What?
He's mad unpredictable, and he's in the box, right? There wasn't really much Fofana could do there. The only thing really...
somebody sent me something on my phone and it said that I hog-tied her. I don't know how to hog-tie people. What would I hog-tie?
That he could do was maybe just predict where he's going to go. Just predict where he's going to go there. But that's what I'm saying. Guys like Dembele in situations like that, they take responsibility. They're going to take you inside out, left, right. And again, another goal. Another goal. It felt like every time that these guys were getting clear opportunities, they were scoring. Because the first half, I can only really think of the shot that Dembele had. Jorgensen made a very good save. It came off the post, right? I can't think of many other shots that they were having where they were pamming the goal. It wasn't a game where we're just getting pammed. It's just every time they were getting a chance, it's in. Whereas with us, it was the complete opposite. Yeah. And big up Enzo for the second goal that we scored because Neto in that situation too, he did really well, right? He gets in the space on the left, he cuts it back to Enzo. That is where you want to do R1 circle in a situation like that. Know when to do these things, yeah? We come back into the game. But then...
Did this nigga say R1 circle? Did he say R1 in circle?
That nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay.
Yo, did he make a PlayStation? I told y'all these niggas think this shit is FIFA, yo. I told y'all niggas, yo.
Jorgensen just decides to just throw away the game. And I was literally on DR, we were all talking here today, and they were asking me, yo, why did Jorgensen start ahead of Sanchez? I said, it's a big decision from Rossinha, right? But the reason why is because he is better than Sanchez on the ball. And for the most part in the game, before that mistake, people, this guy was, he's manipulating the ball, he's making one guy go that way when he's going to go left. His ball playing was actually good. And even some of the touches that he was having on the ball, he brings the ball down, he makes the guy skank, he starts another attack. He kept doing that. But then a moment of madness out of nothing. Out of absolutely nothing. Right? Lack of concentration.
Yep.
I put a tweet out before the game. Please, Jorgensen, bro, don't do anything mad.
Yep.
Don't do anything mad.
I saw the
second half. It was tight. It was a cagey, boxing match where both boxers are just kind of jabbing each other, working each other out. They wasn't really creating much. We wasn't really creating much. Apart from the goal that we scored, you know what I mean? But then out of nothing, when Jorgensen, you could have gone along there, you've now given them that momentum. You've given them that shift, that lift.
Gave it to him.
And again, it goes back to the finishing that I'm talking about, the quality that I'm talking about. Vitinha, excellent touch and finish, right?
Excellent touch and finish. Nigga, he was right in front of the goal. Any professional player don't score that, I'm kicking you in the face. I don't give a fuck if you're a goalkeeper and you win the ball, you get the ball right there, and you don't score right there, nigga, you don't deserve to take your boots off and walk home. No excellent touch and finish. That was easy touch and finish, nigga. Easy touch and finish.
Right? That wasn't an easy goal to score. But Jorgensen, you started that when it's 2-2.
It wasn't an easy goal to score. Yo, bro.
And we've got a home leg next, bro. We've got a home leg next. Out of nothing, you just give the ball away. For what? And that decision's going to go back to Rossinha now. He's going to get cooked now. Because was it really smart to bring Sanchez into it? I understood the logic, but now the guy that you've brought in, for the most part, did well, but he has now embarrassed you. People are not going to care that majority of the time he was playing well, because that is a big moment. Champions League is all about moments that can just shift.
So what? Y'all think managers are managing thinking about what you bitch-ass niggas at home thinking? You think Rossinha give a fuck what my ugly ass saying? You think Rossinha care what my bitch ass is saying? He out there coaching for his job. He's putting out who he think the best. Y'all think he's out there trying to do rocket science? No. These games with Sanchez, with Rossinha, Sanchez ain't been good. His distribution has been horrible. His playing out the back has been horrible. And we've been conceding goals. So it's not out of this world that he benched that nigga. Y'all acting like he benched prime motherfucking Courtois. That's you niggas that got that shit in your mind that he's been our player of the season. And then y'all keep saying it and saying it and saying it and making me more and more mad.
Bullshit! Bullshit! Bullshit!
About player of the season. About player of the season. It was a purple patch. I told you niggas, he's going to go back to who he was. Don't mean he's going to have to go to the worst of himself. Let's not get it fucked up. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he was going to go back to being the worst of himself. But he was going to go back to the medium. You know the mean, and medium? Does it mean? How I go? See that? It's the medium, the mean, and the, what's the other one? Come on, I'm 46. I'm about to be 46. I've been out of school a long time. What's the other one? See that? Help me out here. He was going to regress. Yeah, mean, median, and mode. Thank you, fellas. He was going to regress back to who he was. And not the worst of himself. Just, you know what I mean? Back to the medium and back to and it's a meaty goalkeeper when it's all said and done. It's a meaty goalkeeper when it's said and done. You said I'm short, smaller than Messi. I got a problem. I got a problem solver for that. This right here is called a tie-up. This is called a tie-up. You see, when you're short, you buy something named tie-up. This is called a tie-up. Yeah? Yeah. That's called a tie-up. Nice grip on it. That's called a tie-off, yeah? That's what we do when you short. Yeah, you get the tie-up. Section 8? No. Section 8 is where your mother live. Section 8 is where your mother live. I live in a gated community with an HOA and all that. Section 8, that's where your mother live. That's where your mother live. Section 8 is where your mother live. I live in a gated community. Okay? I live in a gated community. Nice community. You know what I did yesterday? I got on my electric bike, went outside. Me and my 8-year-old daughter, she got her electric scooter. All her friends have their electric scooters. And we ran around the neighborhood. You know what we didn't have to do? Watch out for cars. Gated. We good. No Section 8 over here. Small smoke break. Smoke if you got it. Smash those likes, man. Smash those likes. Another super chat came in. Big up my G, Jimmy Spliff. Hey, big up Professor the King, man. Big up yourself. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Let's get back to the footage. Let's see what Don talking about. He's not talking all fuckery, just mostly.
If games just like that, right? Like I said today, it was a blow for blow, but it was very tight. Mm-hmm. But after that third goal, and they bring on Kvaratskhelia, look what this guy can do. Look at what this guy can do. Reece loses the ball. You know what I mean? He gets it on the left-hand side. He cuts in there. And what a finish, bro. What a finish. Some people are going to say Jorgensen should do better there, but I'm sorry. The power in that finish and the bend, the swerve around.
Yeah, the people that's talking about Jorgensen should have saved that. Bro, the shot was taken. There's Jorgensen's view is blocked. When he sees the ball, it's going 1,000 miles an hour. That was a fucking blast. Did you hear it hit the back of the net? That didn't like hit the corner and it blasted the back of the net. Blasted. Shit was a rocket. Exactly, Jafar. That shit was a rocket. Wasn't saving that. Only way he was saving that if he jumped soon as he kicked it. Any goalkeeper that waited till after that was hit was not getting to it. Maybe a Donnarumma, maybe a Courtois, but with the power that shit had, it might have blasted through their hands. Or they would have got a piece and knocked it sideways a little bit, but that shit still would have went in the back of the net. That was going in the back of the net. Sometimes you just got to go good strike. Yeah? Good strike. I agree with you on that, Don. We agree, my brother.
To go around.
And y'all, don't forget, go subscribe to Don CFC. That's my guy. Tuesday, I'll be there Tuesday, Blues Diaries.
The defenders there as well was excellent. Yeah? The patterns of play for their 5th goal that they scored was excellent. Again, kept Kvaratskhelia, another finish. That's what I'm saying today, people. PSG, the game went exactly how I thought it would go because I knew it was going to be an open game. I knew it was going to be a punch-up, but it was all about the team that was going to be more clinical.
And Kvaratskelia's second goal, that goal was a little tricky because he whiffed. Y'all do know that, right? He kind of missed the ball, and it hit off of his leg. So it hit his leg. It hit like his ankle toward, like y'all seen it, and it took a fucking weird spin. It kind of, and Reece James was there, and it went around Reece. Yeah, he shinned it. And it kind of, so it took a weird like backspin. And it went wide of Reece and fucking, dove, and it didn't get it. Like, I'm not mad at the keeper for those. I'm not. What I'm mad about that motherfucker is the giveaway. It was 2-2. You see, that's another thing. You see how they bitching about Rafinha? Rafinha's setup is why we had 2 goals. The 2 goals we got was based on his setup. Yeah? Then you factor in the one Cole Palmer missed. Then you factor in the one where Enzo got the ball in the box and he fumbled over it. That's the manager's setup. That's the manager's setup. That's the manager's setup. People act like when we score or when we get these good chances, it's by individual brilliance. No. No.
Right? That was the team that was always going to win this game. And like I said, for me, bringing on Lavia when he did, it was way too late. Way too late. We needed control in this game in that midfield because I don't think Caicedo controlled anything. I don't think Palmer controlled anything. I don't think Reece controlled anything.
Vitinha didn't control anything. Jesus never, and none of their midfielders didn't control anything. The game wasn't played in the midfield. His subs was ass. Okay. Explain, J. Abraham. What do you mean his subs was ass? What do you mean? Explain. The floor is yours. Nobody else type. Let J. Abraham type. What do you mean his subs was ass? What do you mean his subs was ass? Was there a sub that I didn't know about? Was there somebody on the bench that I don't know about? Done them earlier win. And why? Who was you taking off and why? You got to explain all of that. Garnacho should have swapped for Neto. Why? Neto wasn't playing bad. Why would you have took Neto off? Why would you have taken Neto off? This is what I tell y'all about people. All they do is wait to see what the manager did and then say he should have did the opposite. Garnacho came on with the lap. They came on. All right. The most recent Pies tweet. Let me see it. I don't see no Pies tweet. A group of fans met with the club director recently and say they were met with arrogance and dismissiveness on the departure of Maresca. The director said that the coach's overall impact is overestimated and that there is no statistical relationship between managers and results. According to the board director, problems with Maresca stem from him not being offered some of the same contract details that the sporting directors have in place. The director could not put a timeline on when Chelsea would compete at the top again, but that it was fucking obvious we were building one of the best teams in the world. The director denied they were being condescending and told us we have no more right to be upset than they do, despite the fact we are paying fans. The club's effort to reduce the wage bill has been seen as a means of offsetting the spend on players so far, and the director was honest about there being no appetite to compete for more established Premier League signings for this reason. A handful of players that have been successful for us were given as some sort of justification for this approach. The club director spoke very disrespectfully about what was achieved under the previous ownership and the individual involved in that time. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. I don't care. Why that's dropping now? Why that's dropping now? Why is that dropping now? When they first brought Racina in and Racina didn't lose a game for like 7, 8, or 9 games, why didn't that come out then? Why has it come out now after he's lost some? I don't believe that. Yeah, they can keep that. I don't care about that pot shit. Reap, what's up, bro? Just going through some of the post game, see if there's any flip flopping and any,
We needed someone in there who's literally press resistant, and Lavia is one of the most press resistant players in the Prem, in Europe, right? He's been back long enough now. He should have come on at halftime. Because at the
he's been back long enough. He should have come on at halftime. Reaper, how did Lavia look his last game, Reaper? Against Wrexham. Reap, talk to me. How did Lavia look his last game? Would you been rushing to put Lavia in early, or would you been wait till late to put him on? I would have been waiting till later. If I got to use him, I'm going to use him later. I'm not going to use him early. I'm going to use him later. which he did. Lavia is not ready to play that long. Don is not right. Don is asking for a player who's not ready to play. He's not ready to play that many minutes against PSG. He's rusty. Santos was not coming on and controlling no game because the game was not played through the midfield.
The moment that we start to control that midfield, we would have been sustaining attacks consistently. But it just felt like our midfield was a bit open because they're just being pressed.
Did we not sustain attacks consistently? Yes or no, people? Did we sustain attacks consistently? Yes or no? Because when I checked, we had attacks. We had attacks. What is Don talking about? We had attacks. We were attacking all game. Even when they scored their last 2 goals, we was attacking. Thank you, Reap. This is where they be killing me when they go to describe the game. It's like, did we watch 2 different games? Exactly. It was even 3-3. It was, thank you for, oh my gosh. Oh my.
Brilliant, brilliant.
It was even 3-3 at one point. This much offside saved them. This much offsides saved them from a 3-3. Stop acting like we got shut down. It was 2-2 and we was controlling the game. At 2-2. Chelsea controlled the game at 2-2 before Jorgensen gave away that fucking goal. We was controlling at that point. I just knew we was going to get the next goal. So to describe it as if his tactics was bad, I disagree. And this is what I be talking about when you go at a manager, when you should be looking at the players. Reaper, me too. Me too, Reap. Me too, Reap. Me too. Me too. When Enzo scored, you saw me in the live. When Enzo scored, I was like, game is on. Game is on. Game is on. And I remember we had like 2 more attacks after that. And I remember thinking, yo, we gonna score. Because I was like, Joao Pedro ain't scored yet. Joao Pedro goal is coming. I was like, yo, Joao Pedro goal is coming. And then he scored the offside goal. I was excited. And then Joao Pedro scored the offside goal. Even after he scored the offside goal, what did I say? I ain't worried. We're gonna get that back. We're gonna get another one. I just knew it. We're gonna get another one. And what happened? Jorgensen, Jerkoffinson does. Let's be honest. He did what our goal. And Reap, you know what's gonna piss me off with them, with this Sanchez shit? Second leg against Liverpool. Why did we lose? What did Sanchez do? Every game against Liverpool, I'm saying not Liverpool, Arsenal. What does Sanchez do? What did Sanchez do every fucking time we play Arsenal? Every time. Ever leading to a goal. Every time. So I'm going to need y'all to chill out. Acting like the manager playing Jorgensen is like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Exactly, Reap. They got to stop acting like we benched like a Prom De Gea or something. It's Robert Sanchez, bro. That's the same Robert Sanchez that ran out and punched fucking Embuemo. Or whatever the fuck he did. That's that Sanchez. Don't be gassed off his purple patch. It's over. His purple patch is over. Exactly. Arsenal's the best fucking team. The best team in our league is Arsenal. Every time we play Arsenal, he has an error leading to a goal. So what the fuck is wrong if you don't trust him against another big team? So he took out one bozo and put in another bozo. Whoop-de-doo. Exactly. That's the problem. The problem is we went in with Sanchez and somebody worse than him. One second. I got to open the door. My daughter's school bus just pulled up. Don't go nowhere, man. Smash the like button, man. I know it's snow everywhere. It was just 81 degrees yesterday. Now it's snowing. It was 81 degrees yesterday. Now it's snowing. Where the fuck do I live at? Where the fuck do I live at? 81 degrees yesterday, and today is snowing. But like I was saying, I try not to make this about nothing. I ain't want to come and try to make this about Maresca and all that. Like, you know, that's just my banter. Because all these niggas like to think they could throw to Maresca. But this ain't got nothing to do with Maresca. It doesn't. Y'all already know we way past that. As much as we try to banter each other back and forth about that, we way past that. We looking at the current and future problems. And Maresca ain't it. You know what I'm saying? A manager that's going ain't the problem now. The problem at hand is gonna be these players gonna always let us down, bro. You know what I mean? Exactly. Juju, as much as the banter and all that, and I don't mind niggas want to banter me with Maresca, I'll banter back, but on the real, the problem is gonna be from the top. The way these teams are constructed is gonna keep letting us down. Bro, look how bad Cole Palmer is playing. We can't bench him. We can't bench him. Yeah? Where you located, bro? I hope you good, man. I hope you good. Wherever you at, man. I hope you good. Yeah, I saw Pi's tweet, but I'm good. I'm good. I don't really care about that right now. I don't care about that. Like, I don't them anonymous. Like, who is it? Who anybody got it recorded? Is on tape? No, I don't care. I don't believe it. I don't know. It's conveniently dropped now. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. I just can't get into that. I'm too stuck on what I watched on the pitch. You know what I mean? And the players, once again, the players let down the manager in the first half. Now, when I look back, what do I feel like Racine could have did different yesterday? In-game management, what he could have did different? Fuck. Well, I already know the bench. The bench, it wasn't much. What could he have done different tactically? I'm trying to think. What would I have done different tactically? I would have made him go longer more. I wouldn't have been playing out the back as much. Yeah? It would have been more going longer. It would have been more go long, get bogged down, get locked down, and win the second ball. Go long, win second balls. Yeah? But go long for a little bit. But there's nobody on the bench that I'm like, oh, if we'd have brought on him, we would have. Like, I'm not about to sit here and act like I'm going to be mad at somebody for not bringing on Garnacho. Like, what? What? Garnacho, my nigga? You think I'm about to... You niggas think I'm about to get mad at a manager for not bringing on motherfucking Garnacho, bro? Fuck out of here. Fucking God. For Garnacho, my nigga? Garnacho, my nigga? Nah, nigga, I had to look into your nigga's soul so y'all can feel that. Pause. Garnacho, my nigga? Come on, man. Yeah. Abraham.
Brilliant! Brilliant!
It's like niggas asking for Mishi Yeah, for real, bro. This is what we come to. This is what Chelsea's come to. Yo, how many of y'all got depressed when they showed that sideline footage and you see Liam Delap stuffing that undershirt into his shorts and fixing his kit? Because the minute I saw that, I was like, yeah, it's really over. And then, how about Liam Delap? He was in the game for a few minutes. He got a breakaway. I said Liam Delap, breakaway, 1-on-1.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Bullshit. This nigga kicked the ball and hit the motherfuckers in the wheelchair row. Did y'all see that? Them niggas sitting in the row with the wheelchairs. That's if they had a row with the wheelchair, you know the wheelchair people get the good seats. He would have killed somebody in the wheelchair. PSG did what?
That nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay, nigga gay.
I don't know what you're talking about, fam. With the LGBTQ LMNOP WYFL rhythm, is that away? Yeah, it's that away. That is that away. You kite? Tell that nigga Jafar you kite. Like my nigga Far Right would say, you kite? You kite? Mm-hmm. Would I win a fight against Adama Traore? Yeah, nigga, if I got my tall up, that big steroid having ass nigga, I'd shoot that nigga. Yeah. Dude,
Why are you gay? You are gay.
Yo, you gotta watch what you post in this chat, yo. We don't play that shit around here, bro. What kind of shit is that you type, bro? Yo, where that shit at, yo? Where did he type? Where that shit at again, yo? Where that shit go, yo? Where that shit go? I can't find it, yo. Yeah, this shit right here. What's his name? And your name got Pole in it. Oh, come on.
Prick! Get the fuck out of my football club, you fucking prick!
What? You a pole what? What kind of pole? Yo, that's what I'm saying. Is that the study of poles? PSG what? Come on, bro. Come on.
This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career.
Yo, Professor Pole, take a chill, man. Big up OG Hormone. Am I saying that right? What's I'll blame Racine for the tactical setup emphasis, but under its ownership and sports directors and squad, I'll never give me manager for subs unless it's egregious. I hear it. I don't think the tactics and the setup was wrong, though. You go by the final score, or do you go by application? Because, I mean, the tactics, that tactics could have got us 3 to 4 to 5 goals. Yeah? And we gave away a goal. Out of the 5 they got, we gave away 1. So when it would have been a shootout, 3-3, 4-3, a 4-4, maybe. It wouldn't have been a 5-2. Those tactics wasn't worthy of a 5-2.
Caicedo, every time he's trying to get on the ball, just being pressed, bro. And then obviously to add to that, Jorgensen messing up. It's messed things up. It is a tough ask. We're 1 foot out, basically. We're 90% out of this. If we somehow come back, we need to play how PSG played today. We need to be clinical. We need to attack them and literally score 3 goals without them scoring another one. Do I think that's realistic against PSG, the attackers that they've got? No.
It is realistic. We could score 3 goals and they score none. You know why? Do anybody know why I believe we can score 3 goals and they score none? Anybody? Do anybody know why I think we could score 3 goals and they score none? Anybody know why I believe that? Anybody? Because that's exactly what the fuck we did to them the first time we played them. We beat them 3-0. It was 3-0 in the first half. It was 3-0 in the first half. Nah, pole guy. Go sit on a pole, my nigga. Their defense is garbage. It's literally garbage. Big up Don, man. Big up Don. We're going to move on from Don. Don actually said a few things I agree with. Some of the stuff he late to the party. I ain't trying to hear that shit. But that's neither here nor there. Here go my nigga Frozone. I didn't even watch this. You know, I ain't watched none of this. So I don't know what the fuck I don't know what the fuck I'm about to hear. Because I see Winter Surfer. I already know Surfer's pissed. I can see his face. But then I see Frozone, my nigga Frozone, Quest, big up Quest. I see Dave. I know Dave pissed. I don't know about WWE Joker right here. Glasses Malone. But let's see.
I think a lot of what you said is true there about and look, there's been an ongoing problem at Chelsea for a while. It's only a handful of Chelsea fans that don't really see it. You've got some very good players, and that's why for large parts of the game you competed with PSG, but you see it when it comes to making substitutions. And I do agree. I wouldn't have taken Joao Pedro. I thought Joao Pedro was playing absolutely fantastically, holding the ball up. The issue that you have is that you're not able to bring Kvaratskhelia on as an example. And the drop-off when you make substitutions is massive. You saw with Arsenal today, they're not playing as good a team, but Saka's having an absolute mare. They're able to bring on Nani Madueke, who comes on and impacts the team in a positive way. You guys are bringing
Terry.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut 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 up! I don't give a fuck!
This nigga said you're able to take off Saka and bring on Nani Madueke. What? Nigga, that ain't not what? What? Madueke all he did was dove. He dove. Yo. This nigga said you able to bring on Nani Madueke like that's a world beater. It's like bringing on Garnacho, my nigga.
On Alejandro Garnacho. And
Nah.
he ain't as good. He ain't as good. Well, he ain't as good for you, right? Noni came on and did something.
You're right the first time. It's just not good.
No, how can he not be good, but he scored midweek? The priorities all over the place.
But Garnacho would have been good.
Hey, let me not make this about Garnacho. But
Yo, here go Frozone on the bullshit. It's my nigga, but Frozy, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. This nigga with this Garnacho thing. Yo, what's wrong, bro? Frozy, you gotta stop, bro. Big up Quest. I judge on application. If we didn't try and play it out the back so much, I think we demolished them and the scores reversed. That's why you're so pissed. Bro, that's how we play. We play out the back. He just made a bad decision. Our playing out the back didn't kill us. Our keeper making a bad decision did. Because he doesn't say play out the back when you're getting crowded out and there's no passing zones. That's not how playing out the back go. You understand? When you're playing out the back, the rule is not play out the back no matter what. The rule is if you have the space, play out the back. If you have an open man and you have the space, play out the back. If you don't, and there's a man charging down on you, you hoof it. You guys act like the manager say, if you got a man running down on you, and you got no space, play it out the back anyway. Exactly, KJ. Big up my nigga KJ, man. Like, they acting like bringing on Nani is bringing on, like, you can bring on Nani. Like, Terry, cut your fuck, bro. Fuck you mean you can bring on Nani? That don't mean shit. Fuck you mean bring on Nani? That don't mean shit.
Priorities all over the place.
Don't fall for the rage. Don't fall for the rage bait.
It's not rage bait. It's true. It's true. Listen, you lot can sit, but Terry's right. Our players are actually good. That's the reason why we lost the game today. Is not even necessarily because of your game. No, you talk. I'll go. Don't worry. No, you.
This nigga said our players are good. Quest is a skinny Rob, bro. Quest is an English skinny Rob. That's who Quest is. These motherfuckers are over diluted into how good they think these players are. Niggas is out of their mind. Yeah, he's a skinny Rob, bro. Big up Quest.
You went, so let me go, right? So the
one simple question.
You can make Garnacho the scapegoat, right?
I have one simple question.
You can't keep blaming one guy. Terry's actually right. The team is very, very good. And actually, Terry had it right when he said we were right there in the game with them. The issue was on the second and the second goal, Chalobah pushes up to the man for no reason. Caicedo chases the ball for no reason and leaves us in a 3-on-1. That's what really happened in that second goal. The third goal is even worse because the ball goes to Fofana. He has a split-second moment to send it to Gusto and doesn't do it. Then he turns around and gives it to Jorgensen. Now, if you play football, you will know that he's immediately put his keeper under pressure.
This nigga is really about to try to blame Fofana for Jorgensen's play out the back. Is this nigga really about... And y'all know I hate Fofana. Do y'all see what I mean by some people watch this fucking game and they watch it from a weird view? This nigga said Fofana had a minute to play it out, but he plays it back to the keeper. Yes! And then the keeper could have took a one-time boof. We're under pressure. Oh, can't play it there. Keeper's open. Back to the keeper. Keeper, one time, run up, boof. Instead, he tried to play it around a defender.
Which, to be fair, up until that point, Jorgensen's probably only made one mistake on the ball. So you've now put him under pressure. He makes a mistake, cool. But then also just cover him. Why the hell is Reece James in the same line as Jorgensen instead of just going on the back line? Because that's what Thiago Silva would have done. That's what.
This nigga blamed Reece James. This nigga said, why is Reece James on the same line after Jorgensen lost the ball? He's talking about after Jorgensen lost the ball. You think Reece James is thinking, let me run to the line? He said that's what Thiago Silva would do. How do you know that's what Thiago Silva would have did right there? How do you know right then and there Thiago Silva would have ran to the fucking back line? For what? For what? How you don't know he would have tried to attack the ball? Because you seen him make saves off the line before? I seen Reece James make saves off the line. A bunch of them. Yo, what the fuck is Frozy talking about?
Would have done. The issue is not that the players suck, but you lot can.
And then this nigga right here, this big swollen nigga in the fucking. I gotta make this bigger. This nigga, bro, the nigga in the corner with the hoodie, he's just sitting there pointing his fucking finger, agreeing with everything Froze on, and this shit don't make no sense.
Is Reece James in the same line as Jorgensen instead of just going on the back line? Because that's what Thiago Silva would have done. That's what an experienced centre-back would have done. The issue...
That's what an experienced centre-back would have done. What position Reece James play? Can somebody tell me what position Reece James play? And at the time, what position was he playing? Was he not in the midfield? Was Reece James not a midfielder yesterday? Help me out. Was Reece James not playing in the midfield yesterday? Why the fuck would Reece James run to the line? He's playing in the midfield. That's what an experienced center back would have did. That's what he said. Reece James wasn't playing center back. He wasn't even playing right back. Oh my God. And these be the niggas y'all be wanting people to argue with.
Is not that the players suck, but you lot can keep doing this. You can make all your scapegoats all you want. It's just decision making. There is a sense, I will say here, yeah, that I think what I noticed earlier on in the game was, I don't know if it's like a fatigue thing mentally, but every time we equalized, the players were walking. I thought that was more interesting because that told me, okay, you thought it was more of a mental, like it was more of a mental battle.
Every time we equalized, the players were walking. What's he talking about? What are you talking about? You see when motherfuckers be trying to play armchair psychologist? Every time we equalize, the players were walking. What does he mean by that? When we equalize, didn't we run and celebrate? What are you talking about? He said after we equalized, the players were walking. Walking where? What the yo, Quest, you killing me, bro.
To equalize than it was to try and go ahead. That for me is more worrying than what you lot are trying to point out. So you can make it. I get what you're saying when you say you're bringing on Garnacho. It's not as good. I do actually get that. But the truth is, yeah, even if you don't have players that are of the same quality, if they have the right mindset and they're ready to play ball, they will do the job. The issue was there just weren't enough players today that had the mindset to do the job. Like for me, there was probably 4 or 5 players that really had it. Caicedo was on it. Enzo Fernandez was on it. Palmer actually wasn't great attacking, but defensively was better than Reece James and Fofana combined. The amount of backtracking he was doing to try and win the ball back will tell you that even when Palmer's not good going forward, he's doing work where he shouldn't be. So I'm not even going to hold Palmer today. Then you've got...
I'm not even going to hold Palmer today. What I tell you about these dudes that act like they want to have Cole Palmer's baby? This nigga just said he's not going to hold Palmer today because of his defensive work. Cole Palmer is the motherfucking 10. Cole Palmer plays the 10. Yeah, we went toe-to-toe, but we also didn't have the right mindset. Reap, listen to what this nigga's saying, bro. I fucks with Quest, but oh my gosh, bro.
Joao Pedro, which he's being forced to play bully boy, which he shouldn't have to do. But again, you want to make your scapegoat Garnacho.
He's being forced to play bully ball, which he shouldn't have to do. He's being forced to play bully ball, in which he shouldn't have to do. Can I ask y'all a question? How has Joao Pedro been playing this last 2 months? Has he not been playing like a bully? Has he not been giving center backs work? Hold up play? What is he talking about?
Let's talk about the fact that Pedro Neto is 27 years old, still can't turn on a sixpence. Do you know how diabolical that is? No, I'm not done, David.
Pedro Neto. How did Enzo get his goal? You see what I mean? While niggas just pick who they want to pick to go at, how did we get our second goal? Who got us our second goal? Anybody remember? Do anybody remember who did 90% of the work for our second goal? Pedro Neto beat 2 men. 2. Pedro Neto beat 2 men. He did 90% of the work. He's going to give Cole Palmer, who missed a sitter, and his sitter missing led to them going to 2-1. He give Cole Palmer a blind. But Pedro Neto got an assist. He's the reason we scored our second goal. That's who he chose to attack. What did I tell y'all about these fucking weirdos, bro? What do I tell y'all about these fucking Chelsea fans online, bro? Cole Palmer was god awful yesterday. God awful. God fucking awful, bro. And he said he's going to give Palmer a pass. Big Champions League game, bro. Big Champions League game. Cole Palmer misses a sitter. And that's who he's going to give a pass to. But he's going to expect Pedro Neto, who he don't rate, who got us our second goal. That's who he choose to cuss.
You will go when I'm done. My point is this. If you, as a left back, send it into your winger and he can't hold up the ball but end up bringing it back down to you, you have an issue in build-up. But every week I hear you lot do this and you make scapegoats.
Look at this motherfucking... Yo, this nigga right here. Look at him and his finger. Won't he push that finger up his butty? He keeps pointing that
still
finger.
Can't turn on a sixpence.
What's
Do you know how diabolical that is? No, I'm not done, David. You will go when I'm done. My point is this. If you, as a left back, send it into your winger and he can't hold up the ball but end up bringing it back down to you, you have an issue in build-up. But every week I hear you lot do this and you make scapegoats and make us lot look dumb on here. We're not dumb. Chelsea fans just need to find the right thing to complain about. You can...
Oh, this motherfucking nigga done bumped his head. Frozone, that's it. Get in the oven. Get in the easy bake, nigga. Get in the easy bake. Get in the easy bake, but get a fucking shape up before you get in it. Get in the easy bake. You got some fucking nerve, my nigga, to say Chelsea fans don't know what to be mad at. Nigga, are you stupid? Is this nigga, yo, Frozone, yo, this gotta be a gimmick. This gotta be a gimmick. This gotta be a gimmick, bro.
In build-up. But every week I hear you lot do this and you make scapegoats and make us lot look dumb on here. We're not dumb. Chelsea fans just need to find the right thing to complain about. You can blame Jorgensen. I even hear you. I think Kodge's got a point. I would blame Rosinha more than I would blame Jorgensen in the fact that you're asking your goalkeeper to play like that. If he's not going long, it's because you're telling him to not go long. So you can blame Jorgensen, but at the end of the day, he's got to do what he's been told to do. Fair enough.
I'm going to say it again. There is no manager in the world that says if the space isn't there, pass it out the back anyway. There's no manager in the world. Going long is at your discretion. Going long is at your discretion. You're the goalkeeper. The only way he's going to get mad if you go long, if you had a fucking pass to play out the back and you don't take it.
He's probably at fault for one of the goals, maybe two, if you really want to go for a push. But again, you can blame Gusto. Fair play, Gusto, for the Kvaratskhelia goal, yeah? But let's talk about the fact that Reece James has the ball in midfield, dilly-dallies on the ball in the same way he does for the first goal, gives the ball away, and then when Kvaratskhelia cuts in on his right, instead of Reece James to block with his body, he dangles a leg like we cuss Van Dijk for. Why is he twerking? Why are you turning your back? You're a serious
defender.
defender.
He did not turn his back. He stuck his leg out to try to block the shot. You don't block with your body right there, you fucking idiot. You block with your body when the ball is coming to you. You don't throw your body. If the ball is shot and it's rocking past you, you stick your leg out to try to deflect it. You can go further with your leg jumping out than you can trying to throw out with your fucking head. What is this nigga talking about? Fofana is the one that was in a position to get big and turn sideways. He was right at the mouth of the goal.
defend properly. So we can make scapegoats. I think Terry's got a good point. Yes, the quality isn't as great there, but we had a harder game against Villa than we did against PSG. The difference was PSG clocked early on. We can take bigger risks. If you don't think you,
he said we had a harder game against Villa than we did against PSG. We beat Villa 4-1. We beat Villa 4-1. We lost 5-2 to PSG, and we didn't let in any own goals. So what the fuck is he talking about? How the fuck was Villa a harder game? He's not trolling. He's not trolling. He's acoustic. He got to be acoustic.
it was a more difficult game. That's on you. This is a game of opinions. Let's have opinion. Truth of the matter is, right? When we beat PSG in the summer, this was the exact same team. So what was the difference today? The difference today was individual mistakes that cost us. It wasn't that the players were rubbish. It was individual mistakes. It was. If you want to keep going on, making out like your players are rubbish, because that's the only way you lot have learned to cope, to continue to put yourself down in order to make yourself feel better, go ahead. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stand on business and say that my team is actually decent. The issue with this team is mentality keeps letting us down, and that is okay, right?
Mentality keeps letting us down. The mentality of who? Is the mentality not a part of the player? So if a player has a shit mentality, isn't he not then rubbish? What is this motherfucker talking about? What is he talking about?
They're learning, they're growing. They will get there eventually. But for me, at the end of the day today, it was purely individual mistakes which we need to improve and work on. Unfortunately, they let the game go out of hand, which they shouldn't have done, right? And we want better. When we got our first, certain players couldn't come off because we got Newcastle next. It's as big a game as this poison. We're either a rubbish team and then we got lucky and won the World Club Cup, or we're a half-decent team that actually just needs to be more.
It ain't the same team, you fucking dickhead. Every season is a new season. What the fuck is he talking about? Why he keep bringing up Club World Cup? We way past that now, bro.
Pick your poison.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, bro. Because the emotional moments on my side are too emotional on this side, boy.
I don't know if either of you two listen.
No, we're just fans.
Literally, the first thing that the main thing that I said, the main person who I said is not good enough for the club is Liam Rosenior. He's the main person.
He is good enough for the club.
We don't agree with you. So what are you talking about?
What are you talking
That's the whole point.
You don't agree with me.
What are you talking about?
You don't agree with me.
This is a guy that's
you wasn't listening yourself.
Off, bro.
No, that's cool. That's cool. You don't agree with me. We're not.
They think Rosenior is good enough for this club. Tendonism. You gotta be fucking kidding me. He likes to mention the Club World Cup, but he's happy that the guy that won it got sacked. Yo, Steve, these dudes, they flip-flop and talk so much shit that it's continuous diarrhea out their mouth. Non-stop diarrhea. Non-stop diarrhea out of these dudes' mouths, yo. Non-stop.
I'm not blaming Garnacho, but the simple fact is Garnacho is not good enough. End of discussion. If you have players who have
what's that got to do with the performance?
If you hold on, hang on. When I wanted to ask you a question, you were like, "No, shut up."
Then stop the agenda.
And you were still talking. I don't get it, David. You were talking for time, blood. You don't know how to.
Yo, I hate this nigga. Yo, I hate this nigga. I don't like this nigga with the glasses, bro. I don't like this nigga with the glasses, bro. He be sucking Frozone dick, bro. What is he, like his church buddy or something? Why he be sucking Frozone? Like, yo, shut up, nigga.
Talk serious, Paul. Let's not do the agenda thing. You lot do this every week on that show. Talk serious, Paul. Let's not have the conversation about it. We're going off the topic.
Let him have it.
I'm genuinely here to talk about football.
They're in an emotional bag right now, so let them have it.
No, I'm not.
They're emotional bad men. Why whenever somebody says something, like people go like to bad men, why you gotta be a bad man when you standing up for yourself? Why is that considered being a bad man? Anybody help me out? Why English dudes always say that? Whenever you stand up for yourself, you show some bravado, you be a man, oh, he's being a bad man. What is being a bad man? What does that mean? I don't get that. How is that being a bad man? All Dave said, yo, when I asked you a question, you told me to shut up and let you finish. Now I'm going, you gonna shut the fuck up and let me finish. What's wrong with Dave saying that? You just told me to shut up and let you finish. And then the minute I start, shut up and let me finish.
In my emotional bag, because you were talking about fullbacks. You were like, oh, Hakimi and Nuno Mendes were there for the taking. They weren't even in the fullback positions that we were taking them on. It was Joao Neves and it was Marquinhos who we were exploiting. So if we can talk football. If you want to talk football, I can do that.
Exactly. Did you see him shoot that nigga? Did you see him shoot him? He mentioned that Mendes and was there for the taking. They wasn't even playing out wide. It was Joao, and Marquinhos. Marquinhos was out wide defending on the right winger, on the left winger. That's why I tell you sometimes I don't know if these dudes even be watching the same game or if they know the game. He literally just bust his head with a lead pipe just now, pointing out that you made a point that you can't make because the two players you talking about was not in the position that you just said that they were. So all that talking and pontificating Frozone did, he talked about some shit that never even happened.
I'm not here to talk agendas. I'm here to
please
talk
the football.
I'm talking the football. And the point is that if you've got players who are bad at decision making with a bad plan from the manager, you're going to end up with bad results. End of discussion. The players are not good enough and the manager is not good enough. Simple.
Why was it a bad plan?
I don't know why we're sat here going like, oh, actually, everybody here knows we've got 5 or 6 decent players, but 5 or 6 decent players don't make you win stuff. Don't make you good enough.
What was bad about the plan?
Brandon, when Arsenal were bad, Brandon, I'm sure was sat there going, we've got 4 or 5 really good players. I'm sure you were, but ultimately you still had Gabriel Paulista playing centre back, so you were never going to do anything. It wasn't just.
Do you know why it's an emotional response?
Manager or player? It wasn't.
Because the first 11 is decent. That's why it's an emotional response.
It's not. You know what I hate when these niggas say? It's an emotional response. Can I ask you something as a human? What can you do as a human without emotion? Name something you do as a human being without emotion. Somebody help me out. I've been on this planet 45 years. Somebody tell me what you do as a human being without emotion. Anybody? Of course you have emotions when you sleep. You dream. You don't have emotions when you sleep? You don't dream? Even if you don't remember your dream, you still dream. What do you mean it's no emotion? It's nothing you do without emotion. So this idea when niggas be like, oh, it's emotional response. It's emotional response. You're talking about your football club. How is no emotion going to be in it? No, people doing math have emotions. Math itself doesn't have emotions. There's nothing you can do to add emotions to math. You can add emotions to anything else. You can tell the story of anything. You can be telling a true story, a made-up story. You can add emotions that can sway how people feel about it. Math, it don't matter how you say it. The person you teaching it, if you trying to explain it to, if they know that same math, your emotions don't matter. Your emotions will not change how they feel about the final numbers. You can't change the final numbers with emotion. A lot of other things you can change how people feel about it with emotion.
Decent. It's not decent.
We're making too many excuses.
And the centre backs stink. It's not.
We're not making it. I'm not making excuses.
Decent.
My point is that when you're playing that PSG team, we know what their weakness is. We saw it, and the game plan from the manager did not allow those players to exploit it because we could see it. We could literally see it with our own eyes. If you played it long into Joao Pedro and released it to a winger, we were in most of the time. That game plan was not used throughout the game. That's not just simple as players making bad decisions, but also it's not as simple as manager going, don't play that pass. It's a mix of both of them. Because you need players on that field to go, this isn't working, we've got to go do this to escape that press. That's what an elite player would do. You've got when you're under pressure, an elite centre back will go, guys, we're locking it down. We don't have that. So we're always going to end up in this position. It's that simple. You can talk about moments and this, and if we executed everything at 100%, we would have done this, that, and the other, and we were in the game. But if we don't have the players that can execute at that level, why are you talking about it? That doesn't make any sense. Why am I
David, you're making excuses, bro. It's not
because we won 3-0 the first time round. So it's an excuse.
This is what I'm saying. It's an excuse.
First of all, we won 3-0 with a whole different manager. So why they keep talking about the 3-0, but what they leaving out? What they leaving out of that 3-0? Anybody want to know what's the fucking big pink elephant in the room they want to leave off? They keep bringing up the 3-0, but they don't want to bring up why you got the 3-0. That's why you got the 3-0 right there. That's why you got the 3-0. That's why all the big clubs we played under this manager felt it, whether they won or not. It's a reason why people said, big teams, we ain't worried. The big teams, we ain't worried. They keep bringing up that 3-0, but they don't want to talk about who orchestrated that 3-0. They don't want to talk about who decided to play Reece James on the right with Gusto up in the attacking right midfield, up in the right wing. Who created that setup they hadn't seen before and caught them off guard and beat them? Who you think would have been more equipped to beat this PSG team? Who you think would have been better off finishing the rest of this season? You know why? Because we actually had evidence that he could do it. You remember last year? We had no striker. Let me take y'all back down memory lane. Let me drop this a level. Move over a little bit. Because it's just me and my old manager chilling. Last year, We had no striker. We were going down the stretch run. We were in 6th place. He played Pedro Neto, Tariq George, niggas like that at striker. He got us top 4, not top 5 what everybody wanted. Top fucking 4. He got us top 4. He won us the Conference League, which is a given. We're not going to sit here and get hyped over that, right? We're not going to play ourselves like that, right? We're not going to get gassed up over Conference League, right? Cool. But we went to Club World Cup. We still ain't get no center back. We didn't get no winger. We didn't get anything. He got us all the way up to the quarters or whatever. Then they signed Joao Pedro. Now, you got these cocksuckers out here trying to make this idea that Maresca misprofiled Joao Pedro. When Joao Pedro came to Chelsea and he scored those goals in the Club World Cup, what position did Maresca play him at? Motherfucking striker. Maresca first put him at striker. Started him at striker. Started the season with him at striker. Then Palmer got hurt. Remember, they gave him Booty Meaty as a backup for Palmer. Instead of playing Palmer, I'm saying Booty Meaty, which he should have never ever done, he moved Joao Pedro to the 10. Because I'm going to put somebody in my goddamn attacking 10 who's actually done it. He wanted to play Joao Pedro as his fucking 9. He could not play him as the 9 anymore. He had to move him to the 10. He had the versatility to play the 10. Why? Because he can play the 10. He did it for Brighton. He did it for Watford in this league at a decent level. So damn him for playing a player that will play their best instead of playing Booty Meaty. Then Delat gets hurt. Delat then gets hurt. Palmer, Delat, gone. Now Joao Pedro is moving back from the 9 to the 10. 9 to the 10. 6, 7. 9 to the 10. Because we are lacking attackers. The main person he was lacking was Cole Palmer. I said it. I said this shit in the moment. Cole Palmer's not there. He's going to feel it. He's a creator. We only really got 2 creators. 2.5. Caicedo can create. But outside of Enzo and Palmer, there's 45% of your creation right there. Gone. So Joao Pedro struggled. You can go back and watch my videos with me on Blues Diaries telling these niggas when they was talking about start Delap when he came back from injury, telling niggas I would never start Delap over Joao Pedro. Take your time. Joao Pedro had a rough patch. He came in cooking, started off the season, scored in a couple. Then he had a rough patch because he had to move back and forth, blah, 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 blah. Palmer come back. Trust me, he'll be good. So, yeah, man. I don't really know what to tell these dudes, man. Let me watch the rest of this before we get out of here.
If I sell 100 chocolate bars a day, I'm going to do that every day. Because realistically, as a business person, you wouldn't do that because things change all the time. You've got different things that can affect that. My point is, our players, we don't have someone who's good enough to go, this is my level, and I can drag everyone up with us. We've got players that drag people down.
Wait, this is pure reaction.
But that's the way. David, we won 3-0 the first time.
No, but David, we have players. No.
Hey, David, love you, but this is bad. This is bad. This is a bad take.
It wasn't a fluke.
No, but
this is not.
Hey, this is a bad take, Dave. This is a bad take. This is a bad take.
It's execution.
This is a bad take.
I don't think it's even a bad take.
No. I'm not saying. I don't care about your opinion on Garnacho. We can argue about that today. Who's coming?
Yeah, but
we're all gonna have difference of opinion. The reason why I'm saying it's a bad take is because you can't pick and choose when you say the squad is good or bad. When we win, the squad is decent. When we lose, the squad is terrible. If the squad is so bad, we shouldn't be able to support against Villa. We shouldn't be in a game with PSG in the first.
Yeah, look, if David never said the squad is good, then what is he talking about?
If the plan is bad, the manager is bad, the players are not good enough, we should not be able to even compete. We should have lost this game 6-0 today. But we didn't. In fact, no English team this week has come away with a positive result, right? Including us. Now, the bad thing about today is that on top of a not so great performance, the individual mistakes cost us even further.
Yes.
Again.
We can't say that now we've had this situation where some of the individual mistakes have cost us, right? That the team is bad. If you think the team is bad, brothers, you might as well just stop supporting now because you've got no hope for the rest of the season. Me, I don't fall for that low-hanging fruit. The team is actually decent. What needs to be done is there needs to be a consistent message into the team. These individual mistakes cannot continue. It needs to improve. And it is players like your Pedro Netos who are actually costing us in the build-up of the play. And I'm saying, Fofana, who at the start of the season, I was actually hyping up. I've got to hold that L. This guy consistently costs us.
This nigga cusses Pedro Neto, but he bigs up Garnacho. I'm going to say it again. He cussed Pedro Neto, but bigs up Garnacho. How? Neto got like 11 goals, I think, 10 goals. And Neto is the definition of meaty. I learned that term hanging with English people. Meaty. Neto is the definition of a mid football player. He'll get you goals and assists. He will. And he's good. He's a workhorse. Garnacho is ass. He don't give you the workhorse shit. Maresca went through all that and still had a second coming in December. And then people want to say he turned the club. Exactly. Maresca didn't turn on the club. Maresca started realizing, man, these fucking guys, I'm going to be the scapegoat. I'm not going to get what I want. These guys are coming in the dress locker room questioning me. Like, Who are you to question me? Egbali. Egbali? And y'all wonder why we keep going for these the no-name managers. Because ain't no real managers gonna come here and coach under this. We struck a little bit of oil with Maresca. We did. We struck a little bit of oil with Maresca. One more fraud. Baby Predator. Fucking fraud ass nigga. This nigga right here is the biggest fucking fraud alive. Look at this bitch ass nigga's title. I want y'all to see his title. And this is why I try to tell y'all these dudes are fucking frauds. Yeah? I tell y'all these dudes are fraudulent. But y'all don't hear me though. The title of this fucking thing is, I want my ex back. You know who his ex is? Maresca. Baby fucking Predator here wants Maresca back. Whoop-de-doo. He wants Maresca back. See what I tell y'all about these motherfuckers, yo? These the same niggas that celebrated when he got fired, bro. Same niggas that celebrated when that man got fired, bro. Nah, that's for tomorrow's Hibachi. That's for tomorrow's Hibachi. Let's take in a few minutes of this.
Chelsea 2, PSG 5. PSG 5, Chelsea 2.
I met this nigga in real life. He has on that filter that smooth out your skin. Trust me when I tell you. This nigga got rhinoceros skin, bro. Grown ass men, stop doing that shit when y'all smooth out your skin, bro, on camera, yo. You a man, yo. You a man, yo. Look at me. Look at me. I'm 46 years old, bro. You see that? That's called being 46. I let that shit hang, man. You see, everything else is good though. Y'all see that? Ain't no holes in my shit. You know what I'm saying? I got little baguettes. I'll take a little baguettes. That's cool. I'm 46. But Baby Predator here got the smooth filter on. Stop doing that, Baby Predator.
Look, I'm gonna be real, yo. I'm gonna be real.
Go ahead. Be real.
I've realized what this relationship with Chelsea Football Club is, what it's become, because it never used to be like this. I was happily married. My first 2 years in this relationship, I won 2 league titles. My third year of the relationship, or fourth, should I say?
I'm not gonna lie. I can't take too much. This nigga's a fraud. It's his whole spiel is like that shit's basudo. Yeah, that shit's basudo. I can't do it. But we cooking that Don show tomorrow. We gonna watch. I'm gonna watch it. I'm not even gonna watch it. I'm not even gonna watch none of it. I promise y'all, I'm not even gonna watch none of it. We're gonna watch it live together. I missed your super. Well, I ain't going anywhere yet. Hold up. Oh, okay. There you go. 103 days. We need a center back badly. Who I'm buying in this market? Oh, man. Let me count the ways. Who would I buy? Anybody, my nigga. Anybody. Bro, I'm not even in the right headspace to start going through a list of center backs. It's too many of them out there to me. Yeah. Our center backs are mid to below mid. All of them. So anybody above that, bring them. Now, the center back market is not mid. The center back market is all the center backs in the world. Go find one, man. Go find one. Y'all talk about the center back market like this a video game and you can press the button and see how many people are in the market. What do you mean the center back market is mid? What does that even mean, broski? Explain that. Yo, I just need 3 more fucking subs to 3,500. Sub up, man. 3 more people sub up before we get out of here. 3 more people sub up. Yeah, 3 more people sub up and I'm at 3,500. That's a good round number. Three more people sub up, yo. That's a nice round number. Three more people sub up, man. Hold up. I got 2 more subs, man. 2 more people. Subs. Yo, 2 more people real quick. Just subscribe. 2 more people. Get us to that 3,500, man. 2 more people. Subscribe. I got 88 people of it. All 88 ain't subscribed, man. Just go ahead and hit the sub, man. Come on, man. Real quick, bro. Real quick. 2 more people sub up, man. We had 3,499. Come on, man. One more motherfucker, man. One more person sub up, man. One more person sub up. We can leave out of here with 3,500 subs. We'll leave out of here. Let us leave out of here with 3,500 subs, man. Big up the community. Yeah? Big up the fucking community. Yo, I'm about to send y'all over to CB channel, right? I need y'all to push pound sign baby predator. Baby predator, you ugly. That's what I need y'all to type. And then Jimmy Spliff Raid. Pound sign baby predator, you ugly. Hold up. Y'all can copy and paste that one. Hold on, let me see if we reach the sub mark. We had 3,500. Thank you to all my motherfucking subscribers. Yeah, type baby predator, you're ugly. And Jimmy Spliff Raid. No, rhino skin. Type rhino skin. Rhino skin CB. Jimmy Spliff Raid. Man, that's what y'all type. But big up everybody, man. Y'all got me to 3,500. Motherfucking give yourself. Yeah, that's for you guys, man. That's for you guys. That's for you guys. But in the meantime, in between time,
it's time to go!